Welcome to this meditation for change. Take a moment to get into a comfortable position. Just take a couple of deep breaths in and out as we begin this change meditation. Let everything else fall away for a moment and just focus on giving yourself this time. Taking a couple of deep belly breaths as you're sinking into a deeper and deeper and deeper relaxation. And as you're sinking into this relaxation, imagine yourself sinking into the blue water of an ocean, sinking deeper and deeper and deeper still. And you notice that you can breathe underwater. And you don't know what it is, but something is guiding you forward into a certain direction. It's leading you. And for some reason you notice that this is the way forward. So as you're following your intuition, you sink to the bottom of the ocean, gently steering to make sure you arrive where you feel guided to go. And in front of you, you notice that there is a huge building submerged in water long forgotten. And as you're standing in front of this, you know that if you were to enter, it would create irreconcilable change in your life. Change that is irreconcilable with who you thought yourself to be. And there is a fear that comes along with that, isn't there? And as you stand in front of this entrance, you recall your favorite story describing the hero's journey. And this is a journey of someone who's being called to leave their regular world, and they venture out into the wild. They experience adventures, and eventually, they have to enter a cave, and they have to meet the dragon. And it is only through meeting this dragon that this person emerges, changed, forever changed, and that this person can return to the regular world, a different person. And you are now standing on this precipice. Whether you have noticed or not, you began a hero's journey. Maybe recently, many moons ago, or even winters, who is to say? but you know your soul knows. And as you're here, take a moment to consider the change that is in front of you. A change that, if you're being honest with yourself, you cannot escape. Not if you want to be true to yourself. And so, take a moment to honor the person that you were, the life that you have lived. And realize that the person you will be once you leave the building you're about to enter is going to be someone different. And the life that you will have will start to look differently to mirror this change that you're going through. And now, as you've said goodbye to your past life, take a deep breath. Noticing that the water that is entering your lungs does not kill you. It purifies you. It makes you one with water. And what is water but constant change? And as you align yourself with the element of water, you are now getting ready to enter the building. And as you swim through the majestic entrance, dragons made out of stone on each side, you're entering a huge hall. There you see colorful lights, but these lights do not hold your attention. What holds your attention is the being right in front of you. And you can only describe it as a dragon made out of water, a water dragon. And this being is so much bigger than you. It towers over you. And you're not quite sure what to do. Should you fight it? You don't really see a way to win that battle. And so far, the dragon hasn't made any move to harm you. So instead, you just lift up your head and wave and say hi. And this seems to stir the dragon to life. The whole building now begins to rumble. The ground that you're on at the bottom of the ocean itself seems to shake. Earth seems to tremble. And you're starting to feel afraid. But as you feel afraid, you hear within your head a deep, ancient voice This is the voice of the dragon. And what the dragon tells you is this: do not be afraid, little one, for you have known change your entire life. From change you come, change you are, and to change you will return. You do not need to fear your true nature. And as you're letting these words sink in, you know for a fact what needs to change in your life. And right here, right then, in front of this water dragon, you're making a commitment to change. And this is not a commitment to the dragon. This is a commitment to yourself. And that is just as sacred as any commitment you make to any other being. The dragon is just here to be your witness, your notary, so to speak. And you're now being presented with a scroll made out of waterproof material. And the dragon indicates that you are to sign at the bottom. This is the change you're committing to. Will you sign that contract with yourself? Take a moment. You know, once you do this, there is no going back to your old life. And then you make your choice. And as soon as you have signed the scroll, the whole building and the dragon disappears. And you're now finding yourself in the shallow parts of the ocean, very close to the surface. And so you make your way up back to the surface again, and you're noticing that you can no longer breathe underwater. You're back to your regular self, and that regular self requires being on the surface. And so you quickly make your way up towards the sun that you see shining through the water. Up, and as you breach the surface, you take a deep, full breath, and oxygen fills your lungs. And you enjoy the air that's filling your lungs. And now, it is your turn to make your way to the shore. And you might feel like a newborn fowl, for something changed and you don't yet know how to navigate this new life. But as you're wondering how to move forward, you remember the words of the dragon, wise ancient being, that you are change. You have always been change. And at the same time, you know that there is an eternal nature that you have that will remain the same regardless of how much you change. And so you take your first steps on the shore. If you find that you cannot walk, then crawl. But you make your way up to a patch of grass where you sit in the sun and contemplate who you are now. And as you sit there, slowly begin to come back to the regular world, keeping all these changes and shifts, all the insights you've had. Now notice the room around you. Notice how you're sitting or lying. Wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes. Gradually come back into this reality. And if you like, jot down any insights and thoughts you had about this. And if you would like to see more of these meditations, please hit the subscribe button, and I look forward to encountering you on your next journey. Bye.